standing right here.
What's up, guys?
This is his warehouse, and I'm kind of just gonna let him intro himself and then walk through everything. So
yeah, definitely. So if you see Jorge walking around, he's gonna be filming from our perspective today, and then my wife's over there right now working on some orders. But we're kind of in a weird transition phase right now, waiting for our new lineup to show up. So we did a full restock, and then we added 7 new SKUs to our lifted line. This is the gym area back here. We're going to be working out today. Got the air going a little bit. It's a little warm already this morning.
Yeah, it was like 90 when I got here.
Which isn't bad. Last week it was like 102 first thing in the morning when I was running. So I saw like what I could do to piece together if I was patient and save a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I wanted kind of like that old school bodybuilding. What's up, YouTube? We are filming a fitness video today. We got a special guest today. Nic is here.
What's up, guys? I'm Nic Palladino.
And also, Justin, what are you doing over here? Get over here. You're working out with us too today.
Hide?
He's hiding. He's in here too. We're gonna be hitting some chest today, and basically what we're gonna do is Nic's gonna pick one of his favorite workouts for chest. I'll pick mine, and we kind of go back and forth and walk you guys through it. Just get a really good workout in. And then there's the mascot flying in right on time. You knew we were talking about you, didn't you? So we're gonna jump into this workout. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Let's do it.
I get those goosebumps every time.
All right, we're just gonna start with a simple pressing movement. We're gonna do a dumbbell flat bench press. And then for the last couple sets, I'm gonna mix in a variant, but we're gonna start pretty simple right here. Gonna start out with not like super high volume, but like, I think that was like around 15, 16 reps. Work a little bit heavier and then go back to volume again.
Blood flowing in the muscle.
Oh yeah, man.
She fall through plenty, her and all her guineas. We at the top, right there all through Henny. Oh no, I gave
So I'm gonna go 5 on each side, and then I'm gonna go till failure together.
There you go. Nice. Okay. Good. Up. Nice.
One more.
Making those tendons easy.
Yeah, there you go. Hell yeah. Do a little bit of a variation here. So we're going to twist the weight. I'll show you when I get started. It's a little bit easier to explain that way. But it's just going to target the chest a little bit differently. And by having to hold it up for the twist, it's going to force more blood into your chest. So we're going to start with a normal grip. Do a rep. Come up. Here together. I'm gonna try to go 8 of each one, so 16 total.
So we did, what did we do, 6 sets over there? 4 or 5?
Yeah.
We did about 6. This is going to be exercise number 2. It's going to be a little bit slower. We're going to explode on the way up, and then we're going to tempo the way down. So I'm thinking we're going to do a 5-second negative. So it's going to look something like this. It's going to be between 8 and 10 reps. So it'll be...
You can drop that if you want. That's too much.
bench.
Let's see that down. I'll put it all the way at the bottom.
So it'll be hard up. And we're going to control 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes I let it even reset, and then up. 1,
go from a dead
2,
at the bottom?
Yep. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. do, he's gonna jump in towards the end of the set when I'm fully exhausted. He's gonna help me go up, and then I'm just gonna control the negative on my own. So in this case, we're gonna go heavier than what we can normally do. Allows you to go way past. Good. Oh, nice. Squeeze.
Partials ready?
Yep. And up. 2. Come on. Nice.
Got Nick in here today. Doing a chest workout, filming for YouTube. His girlfriend's here. Jorge's filming from our side, and he's vlogging. So we'll have this up for you guys soon. This is a good workout. We're switching off. He's leading some, I'm leading.
Up. Work. Get it. Good.
Here we go.
Partial. Get it.
All right, we're gonna hit our chest from a different angle now. So we're gonna do decline, and we're gonna superset it with some cable flies at a decline as well. So let's go 10 reps on here, 15 reps on the flies, really push the blood in.
Okay.
And let's go 4 rounds. So
Okay.
100 reps.
Flies are gonna be.
Yeah, over them.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep that chest up and just force as much blood as we
Perfect.
can after we do these presses. Let's start here for weight. I don't really know how it's gonna feel yet, and we'll go up with
That should be it.
I've been on something new. When I Let's hit the chest from a different angle here. So I don't know about this weight yet. We'll see how it feels. We'll go up if we can on the next one. Nick made it look a little easy over there. Get that one up.
So we're gonna complement the chest workout with a little bit of tricep work. I think we're gonna do 7 sets on here. We're gonna do 12 full range of motion, and then we're gonna do 5 partials after every single set. So basically 17 reps in total. And then when one of us is going, the other one's gonna be an active rest, and we're gonna be flexing the triceps, just pretty much an isometric flex. So we're not gonna do any sort of contracting, we're just gonna flex the triceps. And then once I'm done, he's gonna go, we're gonna switch roles. So I'm gonna start.
I saw one where he had keep their hands up the whole time.
why are you guys doing these holds after?
What's that?
Why are you guys doing these holds after?
Just after you just broke that tissue down, now you're flexing it, forcing all that blood tissue, all those platelets into that muscle, hopefully to create growth. And then make it hurt worse.
I've ever done that.
Makes it harder.
The constant isometric, it's like, you kind of give yourself a break, but at the same time, it still freaking burns. And then you go straight into
full when you get into it.
Straight into the next step.
Yep. Bust your ass. So while we were working out, obviously Jorge was filming us and he was asking us some questions when Nic was explaining things, why we were doing certain things, and when I was doing stuff, just what the technique or the reasoning was behind that. And I started thinking that might be a good idea to do at the end. So Jorge, if you want to re-ask some of those questions in case they have the same ones, that might be able to help some of the questions they might have had.
Yeah, so I was just wondering, you guys were adding different training variations like pauses and tempos and all that stuff, and isometric holds. So how important is that to you to constantly switch up the training and add different variations to spice it up?
I'll let you take it, dude. You introduced it.
Well, I feel like just as many variations as possible, just to keep the excitement in the workout. So for me personally, I always like to start with some sort of compound movement, which is perfect because we started with what you guys are, the dumbbell bench press. We went super heavy. We kind of pre-exhausted the muscles before we got into all like the isolation, isometric, pause reps, tempo reps later on in the workout. So my approach to that is I always just like to start heavy and then get into more of the isometric stuff. So we did tempos, we did a couple pause reps, and then we did the isometric holds as well, just to keep things interesting. And you like the isometric thing. I'd never done that before. That was freaking crazy.
What I liked a lot about what he said, I didn't even think about that side of it, was he said it keeps it exciting.
Yeah.
That's something I don't really think about because I'm just a nerd and obsessed with this, so it's always exciting. But a lot of people watching this, that's kind of one of the biggest barriers is they get bored with it. They need
something new.
So if that was a good way of thinking that. It's exciting. You come in here, lift a little bit heavier with that compound lift, get that going, and then by mixing it up like that, it keeps it from getting mundane and boring. But then on the science behind it, after we really did those compound lifts, sometimes we'll do some pre-exhaustion first, so we're getting more blood into the muscle, and then doing some of those heavy weights. I do that a lot with legs. But then at the end, when he introduced some of the negative reps and things like that, you're just tearing that muscle tissue down. And then when you're working on that explosiveness, that's gonna help you when you're doing your normal pace reps and things like that. So it just translates into progress in different areas of the gym.
Okay, so we're just gonna recap pretty much everything we did so we can keep it nice and concise for you guys. So if you guys wanted to take this workout and do it on your own, we started with the dumbbell bench, which is actually something that you started with.
Yeah, so we just started with some little higher volume. We did 2 sets of 16 reps. Then we got the actually, did we do 1 or 2? We did 2 sets, 16 reps.
Yeah.
Then we introduced a little bit heavier weights. Went down to 10 reps. Because I'm cutting right now, we didn't go super low rep, like 4 to 6 rep range, where you're working more on strength, because my strength is kind of depleting as I'm cutting. So there really wasn't a point of doing that. So we stayed around that 10 rep range. We did that 3 times. And then we went back up in volume and introduced some of the twists. And those are about 14 to 16 reps for 2 or 3 sets on there.
And then we went into the incline hammer strength press, which is actually one of my favorites. We introduced tempo reps, which is I just really love that variation. It basically helps your explosion, which means you're gonna progress with your heavier lifts, your compounds. Anything that you're gonna do those explosive reps with is just really gonna help you progress in the gym weight-wise. We did a 5-second negative for 4 sets, so it's hard up, control the negative. I believe we did 4 sets on there. The last 2 sets were assisted by our partner, so he helped me with the concentric part of the motion, and I held the negative.
Good word choice.
Yeah, I know. I did.
Solid, dude.
I pulled that out of the books. So we did, I think we stuck to the rep range, like right in the hypertrophy, so it was like 8 to 12 reps for all 4 of those sets on that.
Damn it, dude, I'm gonna sound like an idiot when I explain now. Gotta use big words. All right, I wanted to do some decline to hit a chest from a different angle. There are some people, actually I saw one, I think it was Jay Cutler's videos, that he doesn't believe that there's really a difference in working your chest, and it's just all about just adjusting the angles, really. And so I wanted to do that by hitting decline and then supersetting that with a fly movement. So we only did 10 reps on the decline on the press, and then we did 15, so a little bit more volume on the fly for a good stretch, and then a squeeze to force that blood in. And again, you're just breaking down more of that tissue when you're doing the pressing movement, and then when we get over to the fly, we're trying to force as much blood into our chest after as much as we can.
Muscles. And then the final exercise, we wrapped up the workout. We just did a secondary muscle group, triceps. It really complements like a chest workout, so that's why I finished with it. I believe we did 5 or 6 sets on there. We just did 7 sets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was 7 sets. We did 7 sets on there, 12 full reps, and we did 5 partials, which is really just takes your muscles to just a further point of exhaustion, which felt really, really good to end the workout. So I got a huge chest pump right now. Triceps is feeling good, and take a few days to recover for sure.
I love doing those flexes in between like that. And I'm not going to take credit. I took that from Henny Rambod. That's his FSP7 training. He doesn't know who I am, but I study a lot of his workouts, and they're helping a lot kick their ass today. So thanks again for that, man. That's all I got.
Yeah,
Good, man.
solid
Nice meeting
workout.
you.
Yeah.
Awesome workout. You got a place to train when you're in town now.
Yeah, thank you.